Every Tuesday night is Fan Night on NBATV. The votes are in. The fans have spoken and said, Spurs and Heat. San Antonio has won 3 straight to remain unbeaten at home.
Tony Parker pressing now.
But continue to struggle away from AT&T Center, entering their lone meeting of the season with the Heat. San Antonio will look to Duncan and Parker to power the Spurs to their first road win of the season.
Timmy, yeah! Oh, big foul!
As for the host team, coming off 3 straight losses, Miami begins a tough 5-game homestand. With Wade sidelined on his birthday because of a sprained ankle, King James and Bosh are ready to lead the league's top-ranked offense back into the win column.
Big time. LeBron James! Wow.
Fan Night is headed to South Beach. The Spurs and Heat. It all starts right now.
7 games in the NBA on Tuesday night, a.k.a. Fan Night, presented by Sprint. And the Fan Night game was the San Antonio Spurs at the Miami Heat. You, the fans, went to NBA.com and voted for it, and here are the highlights. Manu Ginobili still out, but not hurt too much to take pictures with the fans. And Dwayne Wade missing another game, his 4th of the year with the ankle and also the foot injury. And it's DeJuan Blair laying it in early on. Smitty, he had 13 and 6. San Antonio up 11.
Yes, in that first quarter, DeJuan Blair and the San Antonio Spurs, they came out and they took a big lead. But Mike Miller checked in for his first game of the season, being active, got the basketball to stay alive for LeBron James, and a nice finish for the King.
First basket of the game for LeBron. He brought the Heat within 8. Mike Miller missed the beginning of the season recovering from a sports hernia, and end of the first quarter. It is Danny Green for 3. San Antonio led 35-26. And then it's Chris Bosh, the pump fake and the jam.
Young legs, Chris Bosh, Toronto Bosh. And you can see Wade, Eddie Curry, they're liking this. Look at LeBron. Pull it up. That's the 3?
It is. And you heard Eric Reed, the play-by-play man, say, kaboom. But wait, there's 2.3 seconds left in the second quarter. Can Danny Green do it again? This time from the timeline. Swish.
I like it. Danny Green into the first quarter, into the second quarter. Money.
San Antonio led by 14 at halftime. The third quarter, a totally different story. LeBron came out hot like fire.
This is another 3. Him and Dwayne Wade consciously wasn't shooting 3s at the beginning of the season. And look at this barrage. This is off balance. Keep that hand up. That's the King.
LeBron was 4 of 6 from deep. Dwayne Wade loving it on his 30th birthday. And then it's Mike Miller. Oh, did he make a splashy debut, Smitty? He was 6 of 6 from the land of 3. And watch Chris Bosh go coast to coast with the spin.
This is the play of the game. Look at Splitter.
Chris Bosh, he was epic. He had 30 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals. And Mike Miller, what a return for him. 6 of 6 from the field, all of them 3s. He had 18 points in just over 15 minutes. And the Miami Heat destroy the San Antonio Spurs, 120-98. We'll have details on that third quarter coming up for you in a second. The Heat moved to 9-4. They snap a 3-game losing streak. They are 4-0 without Dwayne Wade this year. San Antonio drops to 9-5, and they are now 0-5 on the road. After his 4th career 30-10 game, LeBron James stopped by, and he chatted with Vince Cellini, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber via Cisco telepresence.
After the first half, your team, you come out with a vengeance in the second half. What was it that flipped that switch? What was said? What was done?
It was all about defense. We gave up 60+% from the field in the first half, and that's not how we play basketball. We allowed them to get to every last one of their sets, allowed them to hit every jumper and get into the paint. They had 30 points in the paint in the first half. So Coach just talked about getting back to our staple, and that's defensively. And once we did that, we was able to turn the game around.
King James, heck of a performance tonight. And I want you to be honest with me right now. When you're in the end of games with you and Dwayne on the floor, is there ever any hesitation about who's going to be the guy that looks to go, or is that decided before you get out on the floor?
I think it's decided before we go out on the floor. I think Coach Spo put us into sets where we know either D Wade is going to initiate the offense or I'm going to initiate the offense. So, it's pretty comfortable once you get out there. And, we just got to do a better job in late game situations when the game is close to either if D Wade could get a shot or create something for somebody else and vice versa when I have the ball.
And LeBron, could you please kind of go back a little and just explain your mentality to us? We know that you're a powerful player and you can finish, but you love to pass. How did you get your nature to play basketball? Where did you get that from?
I think it was just instilled in me at an early age. Ever since when I first started playing the game of basketball, my coach always told me this is a team game, and you have to always keep your guys and keep your teammates involved in the game, and it's going to make you a better player. So I've always loved the success of my teammates out on the basketball court, all the way from, when I started playing at 9 to where I am today.
LeBron, you talk about success of your teammates. Chris Bosh has had some monster games when either you and Dwayne are out or one of you were out. Is there a possibility where you're going to see him, as your team evolves, get more opportunities, more touches offensively? Because I think he's probably had the biggest adjustment of the three of you since you guys have all come together.
I agree with you when you say the biggest adjustment. We all had to make sacrifices, but I think when CB is aggressive, we're a much better team. And we want CB every time he gets the ball to either, to look for his shot. And if he doesn't have a shot, then, give it out and we can do something else or repost him. So, when CB is aggressive, we're a dynamic team. We're a much better team. And, tonight was another reason why we won because, he did a little bit of everything. He had jumpers, he got into the paint, he got dunks, and he also had 5 assists as well. So, that was the key to the game.
LeBron, how important was it to win tonight? Quality team. You come home from the road trip, which ended in a disappointing fashion. You don't have Dwayne Wade tonight, plus the Lakers are coming in on Thursday. How important was it for you guys to get this done tonight?
Well, it was very important. We want to protect home court. And we know we didn't have the best of the road trip. Went 2-3 on our road trip, and we wanted to play a lot better. So it's good to come back home after 9 days on the road, see our fans, and see everyone here at the American Airlines Arena and get back into our winning ways. So, this is a great start for us, and we're looking forward to the challenge, Thursday on TNT.
Last and most important question. What are you doing to take care of my man Juwan Howard's body while he's going through all these practices, man? I know you got trainers. What are you doing? I know you're helping him out, man.
We had some jokes going on earlier, man. We were talking about that, Norris Cole may retire before Juwan retired, man. And, man, I told him, man, wherever he got that fountain of youth at, I need to find that, too. He need to give it to all of us, man. He keeping it a secret. I don't know how he do it.
Well, LeBron, we had the big birthday cake for you a little while back to celebrate your birthday. We don't have any cake for Dwayne tonight, so I just want you to know you rate on the cake scale a little bit above Dwayne when it comes to
you know what? And I sent that tweet out, too, man.
I know you did.
Everybody in the studio, I want to thank y'all once again for, celebrating and having that birthday cake and saying happy birthday to me, too. So, I appreciate y'all in the studio. I mess with y'all. I like y'all.
Yeah, be careful, though. We got a Chicago fan over here. Oh, that's at the fax machine shaking and going nervous, so.
Hey, long as that Chicago fan don't get near my cake, I don't want to get poisoned now.
Don't get near the cake,
no cake
Paul.
for you. No cake for you over there. You are out of the cake circle. LeBron James, great win tonight. Wonderful performance. Congratulations. Best of luck this week.
Hey, thank you, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon, all right?
That Chicago fan is our researcher, Kevin Cottrell, and LeBron James. We appreciate him dropping by and chatting. And let's talk about LeBron. The difference from the first half to the third quarter was night and day. What do you think triggered in LeBron?
I think two things. I think, one, he was more in attack mode. You can see on a lot of these plays right now, making up his mind and going to his move and going hard. I think a lot of times he was standing around and looking for his teammates. I think also the second point was his teammate was moving, more involved. You can see in this first quarter, he missed a couple layups, but I think a lot of standing around, a lot of one-on-one, it didn't help out LeBron James. And then he started to get the mindset, let me just go play basketball. He is at his best when he just plays and not thinking. I think he has to come out there in the same mindset, just as Chris Bosh and just as Dwayne Wade. But the challenge, I think, for the Miami Heat is all guys who doesn't have the basketball move, do other things while one guy is dominating the ball.
Miami was a plus 27 in the third quarter against San Antonio, the second largest point differential for any quarter in Heat history. The Heat shoot 15 of 20 in the third, holding the Spurs to 4 of 19. And Smitty, we've got to talk about Mike Miller. Obviously the Heat are playing without Dwayne Wade here. Eric Spoelstra, before the game, did not offer up a timetable for Dwayne's return. He's got the foot and the ankle sitting out. Mike Miller coming back at a perfect time.
Perfect time for him. And what Mike Miller brings to this team is a guy at 6'7", 6'8", that can rebound the basketball. And then he can spot up and knock down shots. And another player that can make plays. He can run the point forward just a little bit, pass the basketball, and do a lot of the little things. You add him with James Jones, Norris Cole, also Juwan Howard, and Udonis Haslem. Now you're talking about a deep team for the Miami Heat and good players coming off the bench. Another body and another three-point shooter for the Miami Heat.
Smitty, the San Antonio Spurs are still winless on the road. They're perfect at home. They're 9-0 at the AT&T Center in Old San Antonio, but they go on the road. It's a totally different story. What's going on there?
When you start to look at the San Antonio Spurs, they rely so much on Tim Duncan and Tony Parker creating offense for others. And when one of those guys or both of them struggle, they don't have that third player that can go out there and make it happen for others. Richard Jefferson has played well, but he plays off Tony and Tim. DeJuan Blair, the same as well. They need another player to come out and make some things happen. I think they also missing T.J. Ford because he's a guy that can get into the paint, whether he makes the layup or make the pass. He can penetrate, and they don't have another player that can get his own.
After that fifth straight road loss for the San Antonio Spurs, Greg Popovich called his team soft, hoping that they will respond. We'll see what happens with the Spurs going forward.